Assalamu alaikum and good morning. How is everyone? Today we are going to do the punctuation and our topic is colon and semicolon. So these are the learning objectives for our today's lesson to be able to punctuate the text correctly, to be able to use colon and semicolon in writing. As you know, punctuation marks are the marks like comma, full stop, question mark, colon, semicolon, and many others are used in writing to separate sentences and their elements. And why they are used to separate sentences and their elements? To clarify the meanings of the sentences and their elements. Colons and semicolons are two types of punctuation as well. Colons, the sign of the colon is double dots, are used in sentences to show that something is following, like a quotation, example, or list. It means when you have to write down a quotation, or you have to give an example, or you have to introduce a list, you can use colon before introducing these three things. And what is the use of semicolon? Semicolon, and what is the sign of semicolon? A dot and a comma are used to join two independent clauses or two complete thoughts that could stand alone as complete sentences. First, we will discuss colon. The colon has primarily three grammatical uses and several non grammatical uses. Now, we will look at the grammatical uses of the colon. When we have to introduce a list, we use colon. Example is the bookstore specializes in three subjects, and here we have to introduce a list. So we will put a colon here: art, architecture, and graphic design. We use colon when we have to emphasize a word or a phrase at the end of a sentence. Examples are here. After 3 weeks of trial, the jury finally reached a verdict: colon, guilty. So here we have to emphasize a single word. So before introducing the word, we have used colon. In the same way, we also use the colon when we have to emphasize a phrase at the end of a sentence. 5 continents, 3 dozen countries, over 100 cities. Here we have used colon. This was the trip of a lifetime. Now we'll see what are the non-grammatical uses of the colon. First is time. When you have to write down the time, we use colon. The colon is used to separate hours from minutes with no space before or after the colon. Example is 11 colon 35. It means the time is 35 past 11, and we will write down it like this: 11 colon 35. While doing mathematics, you are pretty aware about the use of ratio. The colon is used to express a ratio of two numbers with no space before or after the colon. Example is 1:3. Colon is also used to give the Quranic or biblical references. The colon is used in Quranic references to separate chapter from verse. And what is chapter? Chapter is the para of the Quran with no space before or after the colon. Example is to indicate the chapter of Surah, title 1, verse 6 in the Quran, like this: Surah 1, colon 6. It means the Surah number is 1 and the verse number is 6. Another non grammatical use of colon is when you have to write down the title or a subtitle of a book. Example is the textbook for our class is called Ideas Across Time. So, this is the title of the book, and now you have to introduce the subtitle of the book. So, you will put a colon here: Classic and Contemporary Readings for Composition. The movie I liked best last year was Impossible Journey, colon, Never Say Never. So it is the subtitle of the movie. Now we are going to discuss the use of semicolon. The most common use of the semicolon is to join two independent clauses without using a conjunction like and. A semicolon should be followed by a capital letter only if the word is a proper noun. It means when we are joining two independent clauses and the clause that is being followed by a semicolon is started with proper noun, so the first letter of that second independent clause will be capital. We can go to the museum to do some research. And now you have to join the second one. Mondays are pretty quiet there. So Mondays is the is the proper noun. So we will start Mondays with capital letter. So the very first use of semicolon is to connect related independent clauses. But what are the independent clauses? The group of words that comes before the semicolon should form a complete sentence. It means it is conveying a complete thought. The group of words that comes after the semicolon should form a complete sentence too. And the two sentences should share a close logical connection also. Here is the example. I ordered a cheeseburger for lunch. So this is the independent clause. And now we have to join it with the other independent clause. Life is too short for counting calories. So we will join semicolon here. We will use here semicolon to join these two independent clauses, but we will not use here any conjunction. The second rule is delete the conjunction when you use a semicolon. Keep this thing in your mind that conjunction and semicolon cannot be used together. A semicolon is not the only thing that can link two independent clauses. Conjunctions. What are the conjunctions? And, but, and, or. Can do that too. But you should not use a semicolon and a conjunction together. That means when you use a semicolon, you use it instead of and, but, and, or. You don't need both at the same time. Example is I saw a magnificent albatross and it was eating a mouse. So here we have joined these two sentences with the conjunction that is and. In the second sentence, I saw a magnificent albatross, semicolon, it was eating a mouse. Here we have not used any conjunction. Instead of a conjunction, we have used semicolon. Another use of semicolon is when you have to introduce a serial list. You use semicolon before introducing a serial list. You can use semicolons to divide the items of a list if the items are long or contain internal punctuation. In these cases, the semicolon helps readers keep track of the divisions between the items. So look here at the example. I need the weather statistics for the following cities: London, England. Here you can see the internal use of punctuation. And after England, you have to put semicolon, London, Ontario, Paris, France, semicolon, Paris, Ontario, semicolon, Perth, Scotland, semicolon, Perth, Ontario, and full stop. Semicolons can be used with the conjunctive adverbs. When you have conjunctive adverbs linking two independent clauses, you should use a semicolon. And look here, what are the conjunctive adverbs? moreover, nevertheless, however, otherwise, therefore, then, finally, likewise, and consequently are some the example of some common conjunctive adverbs. Here is the example. The students had been advised against walking alone at night. So this is the first independent clause, and it is joined by using a conjunctive adverb, and that is however. Kathy decided walking was not dangerous if it was early in the evening. So we have used here semicolon before the conjunctive adverbs. Now move toward the assignment. You have to insert the colon or semicolon in the following sentences after reading them carefully. Here are 12 sentences. Read out the sentences carefully and then insert the colon or the semicolon according to the need of the sentence. So it's all about our today's lesson. I hope you will enjoy doing this work. Have a nice day. Thank you.